It is now 1:51 on Wednesday, August 26th, and I will announce the continuation of this meeting of the Board of Selectmen. We met starting at 1 p.m. in executive session, so this is a continuation of our previous meeting. This meeting is being recorded by Area 58 for rebroadcast on YouTube. Just a reminder that the recording is not the official record of the events. The minutes of the meeting will be considered the official record of what transpires today. Before we get started, all those who are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our first item on today's agenda is we would like to recognize one of Plympton Police officers, Officer Reed. We have accommodation that the Board of Selectmen would like to offer to Officer Patrick Reed of the Plympton Police Department. Plympton Board of Selectmen and Town Administrator proudly commend Officer Patrick Reed for his exceptional diligence, initiative, and commitment to public safety. Through proactive police work, Officer Reed identified information concerning a large-scale gathering being planned at Hood's Pond in Topsfield and promptly notified the Topsfield Police Department. His timely communication enabled Topsfield officers to respond as the gathering was developing, safely disperse those present, and remain in the area as additional vehicles continued to arrive. Officer Reed's vigilance, sound judgment, and willingness to act on an emerging public safety concern beyond his immediate jurisdiction helped to prevent a potentially dangerous gathering from escalating. His actions exemplify the highest standards of professional law enforcement, interdepartmental cooperation, and dedicated public service, and reflect great credit upon himself, the Plympton Police Department, and the town of Plympton. With sincere appreciation, the town of Plympton recognizes Officer Reed for his dedication to protecting the public. Presented this 26th day of August 2026, and it's signed by all the members of the board and by Mr. Fennessy as the town administrator. So, Officer Reed, it's my pleasure to present this to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the fine work you've done.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I know that this originated, Chief All received a letter of commendation from the police chief out there, recognizing Officer Reed for his excellent work and sincere appreciation of his efforts. Do either of you gentlemen want to weigh in, Lieutenant, or?
I just know it goes beyond just this one.
Absolutely.
Patrick's been doing a great job here in Plympton, bringing in a lot of arrests, car stops, carrying firearms recently, and a lot of drugs. So he's been a great addition to the department.
Yes, thank you. And in addition to Officer Reed, I think we should also make note of the fact that the police department's been busy lately. I know we had an incident a couple of weeks ago, an overnight stop that removed some firearms from the streets, and prior to that, we've had a couple of drug interventions in town by the police department. So certainly this is well warranted, but I think it goes without saying that we appreciate the efforts of all of the police department. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, go out and catch somebody.
But not me.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is we'd like to invite the town treasurer collector to give an update on events happening in her department. I know we recently transitioned as of this fiscal year to a new software program, and so we had asked Christine to come in. So thank you. I know you're not feeling well, so thank you for sticking around and to chat with us. So if you could just give a brief update on how things look and what's going on.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Yes, this was an endeavor, one that we weren't looking for. Our previous payroll person decided he was getting a little long in the tooth. He wanted to enjoy his remaining days, so he dumped us, so.
Is he still living?
It was a wonderful company to work with, CDS, known well throughout the southeast part of Massachusetts, municipality-wise. This started quite a journey, a learning journey for me. I'd never done anything like this, so, you know, I was a little nervous, but I'm glad I did it, you know. I feel good about who we ended up with. I ended up interviewing 3 vendors, and that was interesting in itself. They were all, you know, cloud-based companies, price pretty much on point all across the board. It came down to me with customer service, and you know, I just found that Harper's was the best company to go with, and I have not regretted my decision. I really haven't. It's brought us, you know, into the future. We now have Employee Forward, where everybody now has the ability to look at their pay stubs, W-2s, change their demographics on their phone or computer themselves. Where before they'd have to come into the office or wait for us to be open. So it's freed us up, and it's made it very convenient for all the employees. And I've gotten some really good feedback. So little hiccups, accruals. We had to transfer from days to hours, and with so many different contracts, and because of our hours of operation, not everybody works 5 hours or 8 hours.
Sure.
But honestly, I'm thrilled, and I think the employees are pretty happy too. So, you know, but that's it.
Appreciate that. So I know you've been using this new software for a month and a half now, and it's gone
Since July 1st.
relatively smoothly.
It really, I mean, considering what can go wrong, you're dealing with people's paychecks.
Sure, absolutely.
Not to say that it's been completely smooth, but it's been manageable. And, you know, we get out ahead of it. The customer service is, to me, very important. I came from a company where if I had an issue, I picked up the phone, I got the owner on the phone.
Yeah.
You know, so when I'm able to have a point of contact and within an hour I can get, you know, an answer, I'm happy. I'm happy. And like I said, the biggest complaint right now really is every employee wants to know how much time do I have, how much vacation time, how much sick time. Very important to them. It's the last bit that, but we're tracking that manually, so if they ever do have questions, you know, we've got it on a spreadsheet, so we're just kind of covering all the bases until we get that last bit.
So it will eventually be loaded into the...
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I mean, it's actually showing on our end for pretty much everybody except for the fire department. But, yeah, no, that's gonna be the last piece, so.
Wonderful. Well, thank you on behalf of the board for your willingness to keep an open mind and your diligence in interviewing the different vendors and making a good choice, it sounds. Thank you.
Can I just add something?
Sure, of course.
And I know it's going to embarrass her, but she passed the test as a certified treasurer
Oh,
just recently, last
Wonderful.
week. So it was an
Congratulations.
exciting time for her, quite a commitment of the courses and the time committed to learning and then studying for a major test statewide.
that's great
So,
news. Congratulations.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
I'm definitely certified now, I think it's the first in Plympton.
So she's certified also as a collector.
Collector as well, so.
Yeah.
So now you really gotta hold it.
Excellent. Well, thank you again.
You're not going anywhere.
We can verbally commend you. We don't have the paper thing, so,
Yes, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
While we're handing them all out.
And do you have
So,
the next item,
There was a packet, you should have something in
Oh,
there.
okay, all right.
must be in V-
Next item on the
Freeze
agenda is property foreclosure located on Main Street. So we have,
here it is.
And if not, I did.
I think that's just a motion there, too.
okay.
Did you want me to just give you a quick little?
Yes,
Well,
please,
yeah.
yeah, yes.
So, I have a property that's been in tax title since 2019. We started foreclosure proceedings on it a few years after that, and it's taken this long to get it through court. This is a piece of parcel that is off of Main Street. The owners on record are the heirs of William Templin. And it is a U-shaped piece of property that actually abuts Turkey Swamp. This is something Linda Letty and Mark Russo worked very hard on to, once they knew that it was in tax title, that if it ever did go into foreclosure, could we keep it for conservation purposes as an access point for Turkey Swamp? And I got the news from my tax title attorney. Once it happens very quick.
Sure.
And so with the laws changing now, you have to now take a vote to retain the property for conservation purposes, and I've given you a draft of what he wrote up.
Yep.
And then once that happens, he's able to send out letters, again, trying to contact the heirs, to give them yet another opportunity to reclaim this property. I have to contact an appraiser, which I have. I've got somebody on going out to look at and appraise the property. If the property appraises above what it's valued, or what's owed, I apologize, what's owed to the town, that surplus now has to go back to the heirs of the property owner. The same holds true if it's a property that we're not keeping, that we're going to have to hire a real estate agent for, and sell it. And any surplus, once the town is made whole, goes back to that previous homeowner, which to me, I think is wonderful. Instead of them losing everything, they're gonna at least get something back.
Absolutely.
But with this, where we're gonna retain it, we just need a vote so that my tax title attorney can now start his end of the process, and that's it. If you have any questions?
And it looks as though the balance is in the neighborhood of $35,000.
$35,000
Yep.
due to the town. So if the appraisal comes in under that, it's just.
It's a-
state the property.
Perfect. Okay, any questions?
I think we're good.
All right, then, in that case, as provided under Mass General Law, Chapter 60, Section 64A, subsection B, I move that the town of Plympton retain the property located on Main Street, Assessors Map 4, Block 1, Lot 14-A, acquired by the town on July 29, 2026, through the issuance of a foreclosure judgment by the Land Court, docket number 21 TL 000901. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay,
Excellent.
thank you very much.
Thank you all very much.
And
Thank
keep us
you.
posted on how all that goes.
Absolutely.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'll have more.
All right,
Thank you,
thanks.
Christine.
Okay, and as long as we were sort of discussing Turkey Swamp, I will bring folks up to speed on what happened during our executive session. Pleased to announce that the town has reached an agreement with the Montes as trustees of Marymount Realty Trust to complete the transaction that was initially started some three and a half years ago. It's not done yet, but we felt that it was a good move for the town to make the town whole, completes the land acquisition of the Turkey Swamp land. It takes another year. We authorize them to have another year to complete their portion of their conservation land that they're trying to pursue in the town of Halifax. But the town also did receive compensation for legal fees that we've accrued over the past couple of years. So it's kind of a win-win for the town, recognizing that we do have to wait a year. So, but good news overall for that. So that will come to pass. And just as a reminder for folks, I think this process started three and a half years ago. The town authorized a purchase of the land. The agreement was modified 3 years ago, so that a certain parcel was kept aside for negotiation purposes by the trust. Ultimately, the town was going to acquire all of the land that we agreed to, but ultimately was going to save the town a significant amount of money. That's why that section was carved out. So this is just a continuation of that agreement that started 3 years ago. And again, 12 months from now, one way or the other, the town will take control of that portion of the land. And get our legal fees paid, which is not insignificant. Similarly, pleased to announce that the town was able to enter into an agreement with SLT Corporation, SLT Construction, and Peter Opachinski, who is the principal there. This is the parcel of land that is most recently been discussed as part of the 40B settlement or development that's going on down at Ricketts Pond. Town was able to, in recognition of the fact that a comprehensive permit was issued by the zoning board for construction of the 40B, there was concern raised about what happens if that never comes to pass. So again, the board was able to negotiate a settlement with the help of town council that if, in the event that the parcel does not get developed fully as a 40B, that we have an agreement in place with Mr. Opachinski and all of his various corporations that are involved to return the property to its previous state as defined, I think, in 2021. So we have an agreement in place. We also were able to recoup some fees from the corporation totaling $18,000 in recognition of past earth moving that has occurred at the property. So again, we felt we kind of made the best that we could of a difficult situation, and trying to make the town whole. Yes.
Is SLT considering not building at this point?
No, I don't mean to imply that. No. No, in fact, exactly the opposite. As part of this agreement, they are planning to move ahead based on the
Okay.
terms. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me clarify. No, did not mean to imply that at all. As far as we know, and as far as they're concerned, they are planning to move ahead. We had issued a cease and desist order.
Right.
So this removes the cease and desist. It was removed anyway as part of the terms of the comprehensive permit. So this just allows them to begin work under the terms of the comprehensive permit to pursue the 40B as they've agreed to. This is just in the unlikely event that that never happens. We have an agreement in place that they will return the property to a previous condition.
Right. Is there Dave Alberti, is there a time limit or a time span that they have?
3 years.
3 years.
So they have 3 years to complete the 40B, or to pursue the 40B. That doesn't have to be completed. But they have to at least make substantial progress on the 40B within 3 years. And if at the end of 3 years that hasn't occurred, we can then, under the terms of this agreement, we can require them to either apply for an extension with us or return it to its previous condition.
So that's 3 years from today.
3 years from the signing of the
Yeah.
comprehensive permit, which I believe was about a month ago. Yeah, July 20, whatever it was.
Yeah, this last one.
Does
Yeah.
that cover that?
Yep,
Okay,
good,
all right.
yeah.
So again, two wins, we think, for the town. Yeah.
One is a definite win. but-
Best we can do, best we can do. Okay, moving on.
So there was a town accountant update? and
Yes.
She's on vacation.
So similarly to what the town collector treasurer just presented to us, thank you.
Thank you.
See you outside.
The accountant also is dealing with a software upgrade, and we had asked her to come in and make a brief recap for us. She will come in at our next meeting to do that. The next item, we have a consideration of several one-day liquor licenses that have been requested by Sawchuck Farm as part of their annual fall festival days and the corn maze and such that they do. The dates are as follows. All of the times will be from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the following weekend days. September 19 and 20, 2026. September 26 and 27 of 2026. October 3rd and 4th of 2026. October 10th and 11th and 12th of 2026. October 18 and 19 of 2026. October 25 and 26 of 2026, and lastly, October 31 of 2026. So that's a total of 14 one-day liquor licenses. I move that the Board of Selectmen, acting as the local licensing authority, approve the following applications of Stellwagen Beer Company at Plympton Sawchuck Farm for a one-day special license under Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Paragraph 14, for the sale of wine and malt beverages at 200 Center Street, Plympton, on the dates and times previously mentioned, subject to the following conditions: payment of the licensing fee, submission of satisfactory proof of liquor liability insurance, approval by the police chief, fire chief, and other applicable town departments, alcohol being served only within the approved area and during the approved hours, which again are 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., served only by properly trained personnel and only to persons aged 21 and older, no service to intoxicated persons, and finally, compliance with Mass General Law, Chapter 138, applicable ABCC requirements and all other state and local laws. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The liquor licenses are approved as mentioned. The next item on the agenda was to adopt the town administrator job description. We are still working on that. That was part of the negotiations with Mr. Fennessy as he took over as the town administrator. It's minor tweaks, language cleanup, that sort of thing. So we will address that at a future meeting. The next item, we have a resignation of Bill Kelly as the conditional building commissioner. He resigned. He was appointed as an interim conditional building commissioner. He will be staying on as the building inspector. However, he did not meet the requirements to remain. He chose not to meet the requirements to stay on as the building commissioner. So, move to accept the resignation of William Kelly as building commissioner effective August 26, 2026.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have Mr. Paul Armstrong, who will be taking over as the building commissioner. He's accepted the position of building commissioner. He's fully licensed, has been the permanent building commissioner in Kingston and the interim building commissioner in several neighboring communities, including Plympton. So I'll make a motion to appoint Paul Armstrong as the building commissioner for the town of Plympton, effective August 26th, 2026, for an indefinite period.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Town administrator updates.
Well, that was fast. Okay. What do I have here? Okay, so first, the assessors, a little update on the assessors' work. The assessors' office met with the DOR certification advisor on August 18th to review the FY27 pre-certification data. The assessor's valuation vendor has completed the FY27 residential analysis and is working on the commercial valuation. The personal property data collectors were out last week, have been reviewing businesses. They are on schedule with their certification work plan and will be submitting their data into Gateway as planned. So that's moving forward. Also, the assistant assessor, Holly, Mary, and I worked on a new RFP to put out for bids this fall for a 3-year contract. So that'll be going forward probably sometime in September, October. Board of Health gave a little update to me that the West Nile virus and the Eastern Equine Encephalitis, EEE, status in town is moderate, considered moderate by the state. Plymouth County Mosquito Control is doing preventative spraying in Plympton and around the region. So just be aware of that. And be aware if you're out in the early evenings, to have some kind of protection, because it is out there. And it was found actually neighboring Kingston.
Yeah, as I say, it was Kingston, yeah.
Yep. On the fire department, earlier this month, I joined with our fire chief and captain, along with other local fire officials, at a hazardous material drill at the Cisco plant site. It was informative and professionally run. It was good to see that so many aspects of the emergency preparedness is already in place at the site. And following that, for me, the best part was a tour of the complete facility, and I had never been in there before. So I met with some of the officials there, and hope to have a working relationship with them going forward. On other department, fire department, the fire department and I worked on a procurement for a new ambulance. So that's moving forward. It's partially pre-built, so it'll cut down the time. Usually it's 2 to 3 years, sometimes longer to get a new ambulance, but this should be within a year or so, maybe a little longer than that. So this was a vehicle that was originally purchased, had an order in by another community, and they backed out. They didn't get the funding. We know what that means. So it was sitting out there, so it cuts down the time. It just has to be modified to our specifications, and then it's through the Mass State bid list, and the fire chiefs work through that. So that's going forward. Also want to welcome Kendra Kelly at the fire department as an administrative assistant. She replaces Kayla Eaton, and it's a 10-hour position in the fire department as an administrative assistant to the chief. And that's not benefited, so it's strictly just by hourly wage. So welcome to Kendra. You may know her as the wife of Bill Kelly, who was our inspector now. She also works over at Halifax full-time as administrative assistant over there to the chief. The highway, this is a nice little grant. Highways awarded a grant of $189,750 to purchase a new John Deere compact wheel loader, which will be used on dirt roads, snow removal, recycling center, and a myriad of other uses throughout the community. And last week, Rob Furlot and the highway folks were instrumental in having an annual highway equipment show for the southeastern region at the Upland Country Club, Upland Sports Club. It's not a country club yet, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
No golf course yet.
I stopped by and, that's too bad. I stopped by and had a look at the multiple vehicles that were on display and met with vendors and local highway superintendents and personnel. It was kind of nice to run into a lot of the ones I've worked with over the years. And finally, the Council on Aging. I was pleased to be invited to the COA's annual barbecue at the Upland Sportsman's Club. I met with warm welcomes there from so many nice people, and the food was great, as what I understand it always is. I want to thank Colleen Thompson and the staff for inviting me, and it is these events that help me to get a true feeling of what the Plympton community is like, and which helps me feel like being a part of the community. So it was great going. So those are my brief updates today.
Okay. I don't think we have anything further on the agenda. Do you have any comments you'd like to offer?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. In that case, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
It's
Favor?
entertaining.
Well, I'm entertaining. Well, I'm not entertaining, but
You
I'll make a
sometimes.
motion. We have a motion and a second. All those in
Making a
favor?
motion?
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned, 2:20. Thank you.